The NFL offseason is heating up, and teams are making moves to stay ahead. Justin Herbert might be on the verge of getting a major new target, while the situation in Pittsburgh is taking an unexpected turn. While one player could be arriving to completely reshape the Chargers' offense, another key name in Pittsburgh might be facing an uncertain future. What does this mean for these teams' ambitions in 2025? Don't miss a single detail of these bombshell stories. Drop a like, and let's dive into the latest updates. The Chargers had their eyes on DK Metcalf after the receiver requested a trade, but the Steelers jumped in and sealed the deal. Now, Los Angeles is still hunting for a WR1 to support Justin Herbert, and the latest name in the rumor mill is George Pickens. Could he be the missing piece in Jim Harbaugh's offense? The big question is that Herbert has yet to win a playoff game in the NFL. As one of the most beloved quarterbacks in Oregon Ducks history, fans are hoping that changes in his second season under Harbaugh. But for the Chargers to finally clear that hurdle, they desperately need a reliable target for their QB. Pickens has been the Steelers' top receiver, but Metcalf's arrival could shake things up. Experts believe Pittsburgh might end up trading the wideout, and according to ML Football, an NFL executive has pointed to the Chargers as a potential landing spot. And it makes sense. Pickens would bring the physical presence Los Angeles' offense lacks, forming an explosive duo with Ladd McConkey, who had a monstrous rookie season, leading the team with 1,149 yards and 7 touchdowns. Pickens' numbers are also impressive. In 3 NFL seasons, he has racked up 174 receptions for 2,141 yards and 12 touchdowns. In 2024, he recorded 59 catches for 900 yards and 3 TDs. He's a big physical receiver who's tough to cover, exactly the kind of weapon Herbert needs. Speaking of Herbert, he led the Chargers to an 11-7 record last season, securing the AFC's 5th seed, but the team fell in the wild card round to the Texans. Even so, Herbert had a solid year: 3,870 yards, 23 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions, plus 306 rushing yards, and 2 rushing TDs. He's proven he can be one of the league's best, but without elite targets, it's tough to compete in the brutal AFC West against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Harbaugh has nothing but praise for his quarterback. He's an incredible athlete. He could play tight end or even edge rusher in this league, the coach said. Despite dealing with injuries to both ankles throughout the season, Herbert didn't miss a single game and remained the team's leader. Harbaugh calls him the crown jewel of the Chargers and highlights his impeccable work ethic. Now the question is, will the Chargers make a move to get more weapons for their franchise QB? If Pickens is indeed traded and lands in Los Angeles, the NFL better watch out, because Herbert might finally have the roster he needs to make a deep run in 2025. So what do you think, Chargers fans? Could this move be the missing piece to take LA to the top of the AFC? Drop your thoughts in the comments. But hold on tight, because the next story involves a major shakeup in the Steelers' backfield that could change everything for next season. The Pittsburgh Steelers have made it clear that Jaylen Warren is part of their future plans, placing a second-round restricted free agent tender on the running back. Essentially, this means that if another team wants to take him from Pittsburgh, they'll have to give up a second-round pick as compensation. And given Warren's impact on the Steelers' offense, it's hard to imagine anyone paying that price. Since joining the team as an undrafted free agent in 2022, Warren has carved out a key role alongside Najee Harris, bringing explosiveness, versatility, and that big play element fans love. With Arthur Smith taking over the offense and promising a run-heavy scheme, Warren's role could expand even further in 2025. The interesting twist in all of this? Najee Harris's future is looking increasingly uncertain. Pittsburgh shocked everyone by trading for DK Metcalf, signaling their intent to take the offense to another level. That's raised questions about where Harris fits into this new plan. He's been a reliable workhorse, surpassing 1,000 rushing yards in all 4 of his seasons and never missing a game. But at the same time, his production has been constantly debated. Is he truly an elite RB? Or has he been held back by an inconsistent offensive line and a scheme that didn't suit him? Now, with Warren receiving this strong tender and the 2025 draft loaded with talented running backs, the Steelers might be preparing for a transition. There's a real possibility that Warren takes over as the lead back while Pittsburgh looks for a new complement for him in the draft. This doesn't necessarily mean Harris is out, but the Steelers' investment in Warren suggests they're at least considering a shift. If these changes come to fruition, both the Chargers and Steelers could head into 2025 with very different offenses. But will these moves propel them to success or create even more uncertainty? The NFL is unpredictable, and the coming weeks promise even more surprises. To make sure you don't miss any updates on your team, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications.